Hello, dear friends. This presentation is about planning and organizing lab activities in mathematics. Now, laboratory can greatly enhance the learning experience for students. Some steps and considerations to effectively plan and organize lab activities are being discussed in this presentation. So enhance your students' learning experience with effectively planning your mathematics activities and consider these important steps being discussed here. So let's see what are the key steps. First of all, we need to define the learning objectives. This step requires to determine the specific learning outcomes to be achieved through the lab activities and consider the mathematical concepts or skills to be explored or reinforced by the student. Now, the second important step is to choose appropriate activities. This step ensures selecting lab activities that align with the learning objectives and cater to the student's grade level and abilities. Now, moving on to the third step is to gather necessary material. In these steps, materials, equipment, and resources required for each activity are identified and ensured that all the necessary mathematical tools, manipulatives, worksheets, softwares are available. So, after this, we need to get on to the sequencing of the activities. This step involves determining the order in which the activities will be conducted and considering building a logical progression for simpler concepts to more complex ones. This will also help students develop a solid foundation and understanding of mathematical skills. Now, let's create clear instructions. Develop clear and concise instructions for each activity. Include step-by-step procedures, guidelines, and any safety precautions if necessary. Make sure the instructions are accessible and understandable by your students. Then we need to allocate time. This is important. Estimate the time required for each activity and allocate accordingly. Consider factors such as step-up time, explanation, exploration, data collection, analysis, etc. Then we need to group students effectively. Determine how students will be grouped during the lab activities. You can assign groups randomly based on skill levels or a combination of both, and consider that the groups to ensure collaboration and effective learning. Then monitor and assist during the lab activities. Circulate among the students to observe their progress, answer questions, and provide guidance whenever needed. Encourage, facilitate discussions among students to enhance their understanding. Then reflect and debrief. After every activity, allow time for reflection and debriefing. Discuss the key concepts, strategies used, challenges faced, and possible variations or extensions. Then assess learning outcomes. Evaluate students' understanding and progress by using a combination of formative and summative assessments. This includes observation worksheets, quizzes, projects, etc. presentations. Just remember to be flexible and adaptable in your planning, allowing for modifications based on students' needs and interest. Engaging students actively in the learning process through well-planned activities can greatly